What is going on, you guys? All right, so I just got back from watching the brand new Dracula movie. And without getting into spoilers, I have some thoughts. Okay, so first of all, this is a really good movie. Second of all, I think it's one of the best adaptations of Dracula ever. Now, I went into this movie absolutely blind, apart from knowing the actual the story of Dracula. And this movie opens on a very bizarre opening scene where Dracula and his wife, this is back when he was still human, they pretty much depict how their marriage is. They cannot live without the other. And it's almost like a fairy tale marriage. And it's pretty much all whimsical, like a fairy tale. Which at first I'm just like, what the hell am I watching? But as the movie progresses, you see his heartache because, well, it's in every iteration of Dracula, but his wife dies. And he denounces his faith in God and pretty much says, well, God, if you don't, until you bring my wife back, I no longer serve you. And he was cursed with immortality. And when it picks up in supposed modern day meaning like when the story takes place, the character Jonathan Harker, that's in every iteration, that version of Jonathan Harker, when he shows up, in most iterations, when it comes to like eating dinner after he arrives, at first he's just like, in every iteration, he's at least polite. He's slowly, no, he is very gentlemanly like and very gentle like stuffing his face. And when Dracula basically uses the force to send him a glass of wine or something, I think that's what it is. All Jonathan Harker says is, wow, that's a neat trick. Like he's a little boy discovering magic for the first time. Like, what the hell? And there's one point where he discovers that Dracula is a vampire. And he actually hears Dracula's story, and it's really sad. And I'm drawn into what happened to him after his wife dies. And there is a lot of comedy in this movie that does not feel out of place at all, really enough. And you actually see the grief that he went through after his wife died. And because he's cursed with immortality, he just wants to get back to her. Because in his words, she was a pure soul, and pure souls can be reincarnated, which that ends up happening. And there's this one point during his story that he tries to off himself by throwing himself out the window of his bedroom, but he's immortal, so he just falls to the ground, stands right back up, goes back inside the castle, up to his room, and then just keeps trying. Just keeps trying. The first couple of times I'm like, this is really sad, but then it becomes really funny how many times he tries it before he gives up. And when he comes across the reincarnation of his wife, that's when the pacing gets really like, okay, let's just get this freaking movie over with. But at the same time, you can understand his anticipation. Like, he finally found his true love. And at the end of this movie, he actually has a redemption. I want you to see it for yourself, but he does have a redemption. Which, I think this is the first iteration to actually have that. And then after his redemption and he dies, well, that happens in every iteration. So he basically ascends to heaven, and that's how the movie ends. But yeah, I love this movie, and I highly suggest you go see it for yourself because there's so much that happens that I didn't get into because I want you to go in not knowing what to expect other than what I've explained. But yeah, definitely recommend this movie, and maybe I'll do a cinema reviews on it. Maybe. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, stay positive and stay awesome, everyone. See ya.